My bad. Hi guys, welcome to another day on the channel. This madam right here, come on, you don't want to, okay, fine. She's been so full of hassle and troubles today. I need to put the other command on her. There we go. Nope, press the right one, Kyle. Yay, there we go. So yes, this troublemaker right here was trying to eat my microphone before. Yes, and then she was going for the monitor. Then she discovered the springs, the tension springs on the side of the microphone knob. So she was nudging them. How is everybody today? So she's in right shenanigans mode. And she's stuck, I think. Okay, I've got you. There you go. So yeah. How are you all today? You all doing good? All loving life? Or doing the best that we can, at least? So, a little update over the last few days. So, I decided to take, it's Thursday today, isn't it? I decided to take Tuesday, I think it's Thursday today anyway. Let's have a look, see. Thursday, yes. I decided to take Tuesday off for my rest day. And then ended up having a really rough day yesterday just because of mental health stuff, and it being an anniversary of a particular date for me. And then I was like, you know what, I'm definitely making it on tomorrow no matter what. So here we are with a crazy kitten. Are you stuck? There you go. Let's see. Hi Coffee, how are you, sir? Doing well. According to Twitch, I have 2 days left on my sub to the channel, so it's nice to know I've been here for a month. Yeah, that's flown by, hasn't it? That's amazing. It's been a brilliant month having you join us, for sure. Well, you've been here for more than a month, because you were here for a little bit before Coronate gifted you the sub, I believe. Coffee. So I do need to switch over real quick. Let's see. We are currently in Britannia, because this was where I was when I was doing my fishing last. I'm unsure. I know I popped in one day before I started chatting. I just remember you kind of showing up out of nowhere and just like hanging with us. But no, it's been absolutely amazing having you join us for sure. And hopefully you'll continue to do so, whether subbed or unsubbed. It's just great having you here. You know what? Fishing it is. I need to put some sound effect stuff back on, but we're not going to have them up too loud. Let's go to Limsa. We've already checked our retainers. So, yeah, I did that. Hey, so how's your week been, my friend? You been keeping busy? I've been harassing people in Limsa as a Tomberry, because I've discovered I can do this. Look, I can very menacingly go. Let's see if anyone's gonna catch on. The last few times I've done this, people have like walked up to us, went, "No, calm down, calm down." So I sat down and rocked back and forth, and they're like, "Yeah, that's right." Being great, I started playing a game 3 days ago and already logged 30 hours in it. Wow. Hi. I don't know if you've seen the screenshot or not, but I walked back out of here yesterday, and there was a person lying unconscious on the floor here with 5 other people around sprinkling them. And then with like the watering cans, and I had my scythe out, and it was like going through the stomach. So I was like trying to take the soul. Yeah, done that, and I was like, I put a shout in the chat, and I was like, in the name of all Tom Berries, I claim this person's soul. Didn't get a response, so I just kind of kept sitting there sprinkling the body. What game did you stop playing? Nah. Just to say thank you for hanging out with us so much and being so awesome. You get a rose that my retainer gave to me. Persona 5, the Phantom X, or PSP. P5X? Ah! Oh, P5X is the name of the game for short. Okay. I've got cat hair right on my eye. Did I get you? I'm unsure. I'm just drinking my coffee and trying to figure out what I'm doing. Right, first, before we do anything else, I need to go up to the Grand Company and see if I can hand in any of the stuff I've got for any delivery stuff. And then to Edelshire as well, because some of the fish I have might be worth handing in up there. And then we're going to come back here. I'm going to check the time on the boat. And then do some fishing, I think. Or I might end the stream with some fishing. Yeah, let's end the stream with some fishing, eh? This guy must be thinking, shit, there's a little black and white Tommy behind me. Just doing random healing spells. What's going on? Right. Idleshire, where you be? There you be. I did see you give your entry fee as well. I can't believe you've managed to stick with doing that every single time. It's awesome. So on Tuesday, I did manage to get a little bit of writing done. Managed to get like 5. Oh, we can hand in our quest for our sage over here. Cool. Did manage to get the first 5 pages of the 5 pages of the prologue. Edited, and I'm gonna leave them that way. This is like my 5th time going through and revising this. Very menacing copy, very menacing. A Diary of a Sage is now available for perusal. More entries will become. What? Did we get a new key item thing? No. Okay, I don't know what that is. A Diary of a Sage. Is that a new log or something? No. I do love Idleshire, yeah. Excuse me, it does seem fairly busy as well, so that's something. We didn't even come here for that. We came here to go and over here. Wait. No, wrong one, Kyle. Come on. Right, because we did unlock these. The custom deliveries. Reminds me of my county non in Hampshire. Wow, that took a second for my brain to like collect through. Right, and then I want to go check around the corner. I just felt like being a big obnoxious mech. Because why not? I don't think I've got any collectibles for you actually, but we'll have a look see. Don't think anything I've got on me is collectible worthy. But you never know. It's worth having a look, just in case I do have and I've not noticed. Right, there was a reason I kept all my fish. Oh my god, they want a lot of fish. Excuse me, chat. Excuse me. There was a reason I came here. There was someone. I'm sure there was somebody I could have possibly given my fish to. Oh, the big fish, by the way. Like the last fish that you can unlock on a given thing. Sorry, accent typing is my passion. That's cool. It's fine. It's not your typing that was the issue, my friend. It was my brain cell. Currently I'm rocking a headache starting here, and it's gonna go round the whole back. Yes, that's how my headaches always start. To be fair, I should have my glasses on, but I've misplaced them again. So, God knows where they've wandered to. Oh, there they are. They heard me summon them. Yeah. So are you enjoying Persona 5 then? Or P5X? I'm not a big Persona fan. As much as I'm into my animes and stuff, it's weird. Although I wonder if I was to play Persona instead, just watch other people play it, I wonder if maybe that might change. Have you put in any thoughts of where you want the FC house to be? Ooh, not yet. I want it somewhere that we can all get it. And I'm quite liking the I know the lavender beds is the Gridanian space, isn't it? Right, okay, let's see. Right, you can all go up here for now. Once I press the button. Also, the game is a nice introduction despite its gotcha mechanics. Ah, that's right, we need to be at Azazla, don't we? Because we're there now. The thing is with Persona, there's so many of them that I would want to play them all if I was going to play them, and I wouldn't even know where to begin. But I can say from what I've seen of other people playing the Persona games, I'm not a fan. I completely understand why other people are though. Like they have so much going for them. For sure. It's just you know, when something doesn't quite catch you. Like I love the art style. I love like the actings and stuff. But I don't know. It's just when I go to play it, it's just I don't feel it. You know. I think if you don't spend money on it, you can get a good feel for the game and its basic functions before you play the main games, since they usually have much more content. I can confirm that you don't need to play them in order. I can see why you'd want to, but it's not necessity. I don't know, there is a shitload of them in there, and they keep remaking them and stuff. If only we knew somebody who had like a big mount that could fly us to the objective. I watched Persona 5 and couldn't push through past the second chapter until months after. See, the thing is, I was exactly the same way as what we're talking about now with Mass Effect. I tried to play Mass Effect and I couldn't play it when it came out. Played 2 minutes, less than 2 minutes, put it down, and that was it. Like, never went back to it for 3 years. And then I had played all my other games I had at the time, and I was just like, I need something new. You know when you get in that mood where you just need to have something new going. And I couldn't quite place what I was wanting. And then like Mass Effect was just sitting there, and I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna go play that. Played it, got past the first couple of minutes, and I was like, I am hooked. I am hooked. And it quickly became one of my favorite games ever. Behind the Legacy of Kain series. Hi Cliffy, nice to have you join us again, my friend. How are you doing? And hello Millie Grace, it's nice to have you join us in the channel for the first time. I hope you're both having a wonderful day, having a great week as well. Coffee, my good sir, would you like to give me a lift? Thank you. We're just heading over to the objective just there, if you don't mind. There we go. I was gonna say where I need to. I can't ride. Oh, totally forgetting that you have to be in this. Taking the scenic route, it seems. Good. How are you? Doing a bit better today. Pushing through. We are just doing some cozy, comfy main story scenarios and as it's like, and then we'll be ending the stream out with probably like an hour of fishing, ocean fishing, if we time it right. How good does this place look, man? I love the tone change, like just with the sky being the color it is up here. Oh, there we go. Thank you. A couple of days away and I totally forget how to play. Oh, one thing we did do was we were trying to do Coffee, I don't know if you remember, but we had a dungeon to do with one of the NPCs for the Sage quest last time I was streaming. And yeah, like, dude, I died about 7 or 8 times trying to do this thing, and even Lou was just like, holy shit, this is hard. And I was just like, mate, I can't possibly defeat both of these enemies at the same time. So after an hour of trying to fight it, I ended up having to lower the difficulty down from normal down to like the next step down. It was just insane. And it's not something I like to do that. Oop, there's a camera. Lovely. But it was one of those times where it was just like, holy shit, we are not like... Alright, so it's that one. There's the Eucrates one. It was just like... Hey, I just bumped up the prices for that as well. Somebody needed some toad leather. Right, there should be one more in here. Aha, there it is over there. Okay. So this is our sage we're playing with just now. Not having to do much. Oops. Not having to do too much with the damage and stuff. You enjoying Sage more than Astrologian? Ooh, I don't know. I haven't gotten into any big proper battles just yet with the Sage. I've still got my Astrologian there, and I've got a feeling I might end up switching back to the Astrologian for sure. Depending on how much I like the Sage later. Like, I need to get into some big raids and stuff, and I've got a bit of a handle on how to, like, got my skills set in a nice way, and I've got a bit more of a handle now on how to actually go around doing it, you know. It was like, actually, we can just run there, can't we? It's not that far. Like, one good thing did come out of doing that battle so much the other day. And that was learning how to actually play the thing, and it was like trial by fire, because I had a small little idea of how to actually go around playing it, and then this battle instance came up, and it was just like, fight this one boss. Okay, took a couple of tries, got him down, got him beat. Then like his two backup dudes jumped in while he retreated, and then it was a case of having to fight both of them at once while healing the person, like the NPC with us. And still having to dodge all the stuff like normal Final Fantasy 14 combat stuff, you know. But with the Sage, it was just felt so much harder, and I was just like, "Holy shit, what's going on?" And Kirinate, bless him, he was watching it at the time, and he went, "Mate, you've got so much more patience than I have." But it did teach me the basics of how to use a class, mostly. So I was just like, eventually we had to knock it down one difficult level from normal. Normal felt like going from normal felt like where the extreme trials are, and the step down from, there was 3 steps below it, and the step down from it felt like going from an extreme trial down to a normal trial. And I was just like, holy shit, like, went down 1 level difficulty, done it on the first try. It was just one of them where it's like, energy restored to the conduit. Please wait a moment while I activate it. Kitty hairs everywhere. Oh, she's out cold, bless her. Oh. My cat hairs all over my stuff. One of the unfortunate downsides to having a long-furred kitty, I suppose, is the amount of fur. But she's worth it though. Coffee says, seems like I might have something to fear if I want to get a Sage outfit. I mean, it does it before you go into this bit of combat. It doesn't just chuck you in it straight away. There is a little bit lead up to it where it does tell you, you know, like, this is how you play the class. Like, you need to put this skill on first and then this skill first after it. Even knowing that though, it was a bit of a challenge. It was a good bit of challenge though, because it was just like, I came out of it knowing what to do. versus before doing that, I was wholly overwhelmed with having to learn all the different skills and like trying to figure out how what ones did what, you know. Like we had a couple of those conversations, and even you were just like, yeah, I'm not too sure. Very starting with the sage though, so ooh. So the Gallians managed to land. Repairs on the vessel appeared to be well underway. Right, to anybody joining us, I am not the best, a little bit of forewarning, I am not the best at reading out these lines, so please don't be expecting a grand performance by any means whatsoever. I sound really quite flat and like, just a forewarning. I doubt that they will leave anytime soon, however, nay, they will remain here long after they have stripped the isle of its secrets. Whether or not they mean to linger, their presence here and now is an unwelcome complication. Isn't their presence everywhere an unwelcome complication? Indeed, let us avoid confrontations unless absolutely needful. Not really using any of these things up the material, yeah. Not gonna really know how I feel about the sage until we get into, like I say, a big dungeon or a big battle of some kind with where I have to do the healing, like do the role proper, you know. For the Gamma Quadrant, that's right. We're in Star Trek land at the minute, aren't we? Warning, intruders detected in force in this quadrant. It is recommended that you avoid confrontation where possible. Okay, so that's like the second time in a couple of minutes where the game's like, only fight if you have to. Be kindly reminded that in accordance with the terms and conditions of use, you and your party assume all risks of damages, blah 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 blah. Standard TLCs. Please follow me to the next smart conduit. It leads to a Delta Quadrant where the facility's greatest achievement is located. I remember what that is. Whereabouts is that? Oh, it's down the way. I want to see what this quest over here is though first before we go. Coffee, have I just left you? Yeah, because I went for the teleporter. My apologies, my friend. No worries, I can fly. Just wait to see where he is. Oh, look at that. Show off. Landed on the platform as well. Very nice. So Reaper, I've played a tiny little bit of the Reaper class. It's gonna take a little bit for us to get used to playing that, but just now I'm concentrating on playing the Sage, and I'm like messing with the Reaper a little bit off stream every now and then. Just when I'm running around between different things that I'm doing. This environment though. Actually, real quick before I proceed, I do want to do something real quick. Huddle out. What opacity do I have you on? 60. Yeah, that's a bit better, isn't it? Now, they're still there, but not taken up by so much of the screen. Oh, and we need the mobile fireworks, don't we? Limit breaker, we want to keep pure. Let's... Yeah, let's just put you there. Cool. There we go. Yeah, that's a little bit better, isn't it? Not so obnoxiously, like, in your face. Oops. Coffee looking badass over there. Just alpha striking that poor enemy right in the face. How awesome. Estinian. Wait, something is a foot. Or is it a toe? Or an ankle? My dad jokes are horrendous today as well, by the way. So Cliffy, have you been playing much games? You been keeping up to stuff?
Our objective lies at the heart of the Isle. The third will remain to guard the ship, while the second patrols the perimeter and eliminates any threats.
I'll quickly be right back, says Coffee.
The first will come with
No
me
worries.
to secure the research facility. Let no man doubt the import of our mission. The Allagans found a means to capture icons alive, and their knowledge lies hid upon this isle. If we can but acquire it, we would be able to prevent the beings from returning to plague us, thus ending the cycle of rebirth. I need not remind you that success will raise our legion high in the Emperor's regard. Yet, by the same token, his radiance does not tolerate failure. That is all. All troops, prepare for deployment!
Cliffy says, yeah, I've been trying to level up crafting in Final Fantasy 14. Ooh. What one are you currently doing?
So that is their purpose.
To think that the knowledge used to bind no less a being than Bahamut sleeps here.
Wow.
Imprisoning a primal in such a manner would represent an effective means to halt the cycle of summoning, were it not for the grave and obvious risks.
Indeed. We need but refer to past experience, that of Bahamut's calamitous return, to see why this is not the solution we seek.
Held in duress, a primal will continue to nurse its hatred for mankind. And when it inevitably breaks free, its rage will be beyond quelling.
Well, wouldn't you? Being this all-powerful being, and then suddenly your civilization manages to lock you down.
They can wait. We must remain focused on
and then
our
eventually
task.
You break out with all this rage and power. You're gonna, like, if you were a great big ass monster dragon thing, you would destroy everything in sight, wouldn't you?
Waiting.
Like, your instincts would take over, for sure. So yeah, you won't see the benefits just now, but my understanding is in combat we want to select our tank, we want to fire that one off, and then basically go, not that one, to this one and put on that one, and then we've got our other heals that we can apply. We've got barrier, that one, and then we've got this one, which makes all the healing so much stronger. We can apply that, and these override each other, but this one's the best one from what I understand. This one nullifies damage of 205% of the amount of XP restored. Okay, so that one's stronger. Okay. And then we just start attacking once we've got them up, and we can do that to nullify damage. Covey says, I am back. And then he says, I've been very slowly leveling my blacksmith so I can upgrade my dark sword. Your Dark Knight sword, yeah. So that's exactly what I've been doing. Like, leveling my other classes so I can make things for them. Oh. So that was an enemy. An enemy. And Coffee just looked at them and they died of fright. Where am I going? I thought that might have been the way to go, but no. Never mind. Coffee. Ah, we should have been going down that way. Pillion. Oh, why did it not put me in? There we go. Welcome to Coffee Taxi Service. You get an amazing look at the road around you. Oh wow, look at that down there. It's like a proper bio environment. Awesome. That you have survived to this point is in defiance of possibility, but it appears the danger is not yet past. Bloop bloop. Warning. Intruders approaching. Please eliminate them if you wish to proceed. Ah! There's one. There's the other one. Oh, and there's another couple over there. Coffee showing off with his thingy there. His astrologian. Oh no, it's Reaper. It looked like an astral skill, that. So for now we only really have 3 attacks. Ooh. This is telling me to go solo, Coffee. I will invite you again, sir, once this is over, yes?
That would explain my men's silence. We meet again, and this time we will not be interrupted. Come! Show me your power, champions of Eorzea!
Now you get to see how horrendously bad I do with this class. If I can't get a proper handle on it, I will be going to the Astral for sure. Yeah.
I shall make it quick.
One thing I don't understand, I know technically we're still casting spells, but with these being the drone things floating freely around us, I just don't understand why I have to stand still while I use them.
So it comes to this!
Nice try, dude. Can I fire these even further away once they're out there? Let's see. I can. Right. Got a feeling they're going to be pretty big explosions. But he's got an obsidian carbuncle out. Cool, look at that. How cool. I think we've done good.
I had heard the tales of your strength, warrior of light, and now that I have experienced it firsthand, Van Baelsar's defeat seems less inexplicable. You are a formidable foe, and I have thoroughly enjoyed our time together. Alas, all good things must come to an end. Allagan's secrets await, and there is no profit to be had in remaining here.
I recognise that voice from somewhere. It's happened a few times throughout this game so far. You really think that number of people is going to stop us with our Tomberry powers?
Keep them occupied.
Oh, she's away. She's very jumpy with whatever's going on outside today. I don't know why. Normally you're not that bad. Yes, I'm talking to you.
It would seem we have no choice.
You must continue on. We will hold them here.
Take the eye. It should still hold enough energy to be of use to you.
Oh, he's just straight up giving us it, is he?
I shall join you as soon as I am able.
Blah 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 blah. Translates to I shall take the eye. I shall rule the battle.
Enough talk. Make haste and stop the Archbishop.
It's weird. I kind of absolutely love the fact that we're Tonberry, but at the same time, I'm worried we're missing expressions and stuff. So I'm thinking I might take the head off for a little bit and just run with the cloak. That's a cool teleportation thing, actually. Reminds me of the rings from Stargate. I wonder if that's what they based them off of. Yeah, let's go ahead and remove the helmet, the Tonberry head for now. And let's cast Blammer, move. Because that looks alright, doesn't it? I mean, you can tell we're still supposed to be Tonberry, but yeah. I remembered. Because I do remember Shadow talking with me when she handed me this outfit to say about we do want to take it off sometimes because we will miss like some really good expressions and stuff. Welcome to the Delta Quadrant, where methods are developed for mastering dragons. To this day, the sector is home to live specimens brought over from the southern continent of Meracidia, truly a testament to the greatness of the Allegan Empire. I almost said Val Empire there from Path of Exile. Oh, cool. Mount speed has increased. Tidings to share with you. I regret to inform you that crap. According to my records, it was destroyed by a dragon which broke free of its restraints when they filled approximately 2,369 years, 1 month. Holy shit. Please find an alternate route to the research facility. The Allegan Research Council apologizes. Standard legalese. Yeah. Ooh. Hi. So thy journey hath led thee to this accursed place. Canst thou hear it, mortal? The ceaseless. I'm just gonna let you guys read those messages. I can't speak like that. Long before the Guardians and the base betrayal, there lived still more wicked men whose ambitions knew no bounds. Fearful of our might and covetous of our power, they devised a means to enslave dragonkind. Their vile misdeeds did set in motion a train of events whose repercussions are felt to this day. Beyond, you will find one of my first brood. Listen to her words, partake of her pain, think you upon the suffering that the conflict betwixt our kinds has brought. Why is it easier in my brain for me to translate that, like the half and thou and like hawk and all that stuff into regular English, today's English, and say it that way than it is for me to read out the actual word? Weird. My brain works in mysterious ways, honestly. Oop, sorry, Coffee, leaving you again, my friend. I think this is where we want to be going, isn't it? Maybe. Or not. No. Is it? Over this way, maybe? We shall see. Meow. See, I knew it was somewhere. Yes, 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 yes. And coffee teleporting everywhere like usual. Nothing to see here, nothing to see here. This place looks so good though. Okay, so there's a fishing spot with the water. Shadow, what have you done to me? Ooh, that's a... That looks like a is it Ghidorah or Ghidorah? Or whatever you call it from Godzilla. There's another fishing spot. Okay, so that little river stretches quite the way through the area. Good to know. God, this place looks so good. Ah, there we go. That's what I remember. Wow. That's badass. A great worm is being held in some manner of restraint. Cutscene time. Gonna be voices? That's crazy. Who cometh to this forsaken place and disturbeth my solitude? I do. As a stamp of feet. Tiamat. Okay. Father, can it truly be you? None other. My form is such that I may journey with Heidelberg's chosen. A mortal who desireth to end the war between man and dragon. I'm just realizing, I think maybe my problem with reading out loud is I'm not... My problem might be that I'm not reading the whole passage, I'm just reading word by word, and then I'm giving my brain a second to actually look as it goes forward. Millennia have passed since I was brought low by the men of Alag. To think that war rages still between our kinds. I can never say that name properly. Hearken to my tale, child of man. I am Tiamat of Midgard Sommer's first brood. In a time before time, my father did come to this store, bearing 7 eggs. How good does that look?
Eggs did my children hatch, and once they were full grown, they took wing and spread across all the lands of Heidelin.
I love that new text box there. Together with my brother Bahamut, I journeyed south to Mericidia, and together we brought forth innumerable children into the world. Draconic tongue is still amazing. Yeah, that's why I've decided to let them talk first, and then I'm going to talk after. We abided in peace, and all was well, until the men of Alad came. Some 5,000 years since, they slaughtered my children in droves and took from me my beloved Bahamut. 'Twas then, when I had fallen into the depths of despair, that black-robed men came unto me, the Assyrians. They offered to resurrect Bahamut through their dark arts, and I, in my grief, accepted. A decision which I shall regret unto my dying breath. Oh. For what they brought back was a mockery of my beloved. Worse, the Assyrians gifted his murderers the means to entrap him. Oh wow, okay. So much massive lore in this cutscene. Know this, child of man. The beings thy kind call gods are but spectres of thy mind's creation, given form at great cost to Heidelin. Many such beings yet slumber across the land, brought to heel by the self-same empire that bound me. They must not be released into the world. If thou wouldst end the conflict, vanquish thee the Assyrians, and deliver the weak of will from the bonds of their dark influence. Wow. It has been 5,000 years, my child. Wilt thou not forgive thyself? Caesar said and done. The release of death. That's so sad. The release of death is denied me here, yet I desire no freedom. Nay, father. I shall live with my regret until the world itself hath ceased to be. Such is my just punishment for consorting with darkness, for calling forth a loathsome and lamentable creature which blackeneth my beloved's memory. Wow. So she's choosing to stay confined. There was so much in that entire cutscene just then. Like, we just found out the primals are just memory, like, it's just forms of Heidelin's power being used and put into the form of what we know of them. So like the Bahamut we know is just a spectre and a tiny little bit. Bahamut was the entire cause of the last calamity. Like that's what, from what I understand, like that calamity was Bahamut. That's what we see in the...
of light, beloved daughter.
Hi, Heidelin.
The light abideth within thy heart again. Full valiantly didst thou overcome thy many trials. but glory not in thy success. For the servants of darkness are ever close at hand. Receive of me my blessing once more, and go forth to shine thy light on all creation.
Hydron's such a badass. Crystal Mom. So yeah, basically the opening cutscene you see with the big battle with Bahamut for A Realm Reborn.
Thou hast broken down the wall
I'll say it in a second.
I built around thee, and partaken of thy mistress's blessing once more. Strong art thou, mortal, stronger than any other of thy kind. Having looked upon thy deeds, I am convinced thou art worthy to bear her light. The Covenant bound me to thee, but 'twould seem our fates were mingled from the first. Though I will not fight thy battles, I will yet lend thee my wings.
Big Dragon Bro. I'm so glad we took the helmet piece off. Yeah, Big Dragon Bro.
Come, mortal. We go to cast out the darkness.
Says a spiky dragon wearing armor. I love it. I love this mount. Although they could have got better mount music from. You can now ride Midgard Summer. Oh, is it Midgard Summer or Midgard Summer or if Red Current Achievement complete? Nice. We can now fly everywhere with cool. Awesome. Okay, so to answer your question, Coffee, you said Bahamut was partial cause of the last calamity, no? So my understanding from that cutscene, like the last calamity is before the game starts, which is the big cutscene trailer for ARR, where we see Louis Soir fighting Bahamut, and the Scions trying to do getting the big pillars of light and stuff to try and confine him. From my understanding, that's the last big calamity. Bahamut was set free and stuff in that and summoned, but from my understanding it wasn't a calamity until that happened with him, and then basically he destroyed a large portion of the world, or changed a lot of the landscape with his attacks and stuff. That's my understanding for that. So I would say Bahamut, it was the last great big calamity. But from what we've just heard there from Tiamat, that all of the primals and even the Bahamut that we know are fractions and fractions of the power of the real primals and the real Bahamut. Like, they are basically, Heidel's power is given shape to what we remember of them. So I mean, like, that primal, I think, I'm not sure on this next bit though, I'm not sure if the primal Bahamut that we see in that cutscene is the original Bahamut before he's killed, or if that is the primal version that's taking shape through Heidel's power of us. Because if it is the later version, the primal version, hi Coffee, then it means that as powerful as that Bahamut was, it was still like a tiny fraction of that actual dragon's power. Like, that is crazy to think that we know the primals that we know are just creations and twisted creations and versions of the originals from created by the Ascians. That would fall true with what we found out about is it Iceheart with Shiva, or is it Isolde with Shiva? How we Presvaga told her that, like, you know, it's not the real full Shiva. Excuse me, it's just a trickle of a spirit. So she has so she was tricked into bringing Bahamut back. Yeah, that Bahamut wasn't real, and the Assassins made the image of him tarnished. Yeah, so she blamed herself. Exactly, that's right. Yeah, so that's why she's got herself locked up down there now as punishment for all eternity, which is crazy. I kind of want to fly around and get this entire area unlocked. That's what I'm gonna do. There we go. But there was so much info in that couple-minute cutscene that it's insane. This mine's so cool. I say save it for XP. It comes in handy for me time to time. Yeah, that's a fair idea, yeah. The button from walk to run from a command is the same, like it's like easy for us to hit with my mouse, and I keep nudging it by mistake. Ooh, sphinxes. Nom, 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 nom. In the end, it comes down to you. Yeah. Heavansward. Nice. Welcome to the flagship, Mistress. You're almost at your destination. Warning, intruders detect in facility. Please eliminate them if you wish to proceed. So I think the way that we read through that cutscene just before, like waiting for the dialogue to go through it and then reading it real quick, was much better, because I could read it as the characters were saying it and then go through it. So I think that's the issue, is I need to read. I need to read what I'm going to be saying beforehand. That Tomberry behind us all. No, we seriously done this. We're gonna walk the entire way there, yeah. With my waving arms. I'll be a dancer until you hit quest level 70 now. Cool. Cool. Patience not working. Let's see. I can appoint people as dance partners now. You're level 60. Cool. So you can use the real powers of your stuff. Warning, intruders approaching. That's what you think. Where's my mouse? There it is. I keep misplacing my mouse. Speak with guidance node. Area secured, lifting access restrictions to the ethereal chemical research facility. Restrictions lifted. You may enter the facility at your leisure, ending guidance. Wow. Okay. Thank you, robot friendo. Unknown energy source detected within the research facility. Please exercise caution. I am pleased to have been of service to you, Mistress. There. Please send my regards to Master Wedge. Deactivating. Whoop. Donk. Ethereal chemical. That's a mouthful to say that word. Research center unlocked. Ooh. Are we ready? Just checking if who was online curiously for a second. Excuse me. My apologies, chat. I always forget that we can do that. I shall start using that instead of just asking. Thank you for reminding me, good sir. Right, this is going to be a test of whether I can play Sage or not in an actual real party. This is going to be the first time going into anything like this with this class that has players in it and not just NPCs. So, test times. I don't remember anything for this area. I remember getting up to here, but never actually going. Like, I've been through here, I just don't remember it. How cool. Shall we dance together, mage? Ooh, I need to drink some tea. Okay, so it's definitely better to put this one on, isn't it? On the right one, Kyle. Jesus, come on. Oh yeah, for sure. Okay, and that last... Right, that's a symbol I need to keep an eye out for. Coffee, no! Have some health, my friend. Oops, wrong button. Sage actually feels nice, a lot nicer, having actual like people to use it with. Oops, wrong button.
I will crush you underfoot.
Apparently we're gonna get crushed. Who would have known?
In the name of the Emperor. Enough.
Coffee. Awesome. Let's see.
Enough! Can you withstand this?
Yep.
In the name... well. In the name of the Emperor!
Yeah, definitely getting to be in an actual combat situation now feels really nice so far. Although this is easy stuff now, for sure. Spike agrees. He's up there chilling, as she do. Ah! Too close, Kyle. Too close. Come on. Thank you for the boost. I'm right here. I should maybe put that on myself as well, shouldn't I? Wow, this place looks so badass. Wrong buttons. Wrong buttons everywhere. Oh, I'm frozen. Why am I frozen? Okay. Look at this space. This feels more like a raid than just a regular dungeon. It's insane. Oops, wrong button. Nice. Yeah, so one that does this. Anyway. Itchy nose. Where's time again? Itchy nose. Ah. Oh wow! Look at this area. Very nice. Get 0, 3, 0, 3. Oh, you don't have a thing on anyone. Okay, there we go. Not entirely sure Sage is meant to be that close in the combat. I'm not meant to be doing damages and stuff as well as healing, but like, because the damage heals, or my damage and heals. Does feel really nice though, for sure. And well worth the wait so far. Ooh, cutscene. I hope people's be waiting.
The champion of Hydaelyn.
All the flesh. Hyla Habrea.
Tell me, why do you despise the primals so? They are the embodiment of mortal will, of mortal desire. Plainly, you desire a foe to despise, and 'tis well that you do, for it is from the vortex of ceaseless conflict that Lord Zodiark shall be reborn.
Through the joining, the world shall become whole again. Then all shall be as once it was, as it should ever have remained.
They look like giants. I love it. Oh, that was such a good
For the glory of Lord Zodiac.
I should have grabbed that screenshot.
Your meddling ends here and now, warrior of light.
Damn, that screenshot with Flame Twisted right in front of me would have been so good. Coffee making friends there. I love it. I was just about to say, is the mechanics I should be aware of, but it just looks like basically staying away from
Consume light.
staying away from anything that's like looks painful. Am I in for a death here? Yes. Shit. Ah! Ow.
Mortal scum!
Come on, come on.
Know your place.
Damn it. Come on, Kyle. Jesus. Do the healing things. Do the healing things. Ah. Use brain cell overheating. Ah.
Chaos shall reign forevermore.
This isn't looking good. Ah. Come on.
Your light shall
Ooh,
burn
that was
no
alright.
more.
Nice. Lahabrea, you dragged Thancred's name into the dirt. I will carve you a new master's coffee. Claire.
Such strength, it defies all reason.
No, I will not be bested by the likes of them. Lahabrea, it is time.
Fusion. Ha!
Very well. Let us show these mortals the true power of the Echo. The power
I only
to
have,
break down the barriers of existence.
I am become you.
And we are become one.
This is so inspired by Dragon Ball. I love it. Look at this thing. Wow. And there comes the awesome music. Six. Was it? No. 4? Yeah, there we go. My bad. Shit, I ran forward far too early. I seen the line, I was like, right, we need to go forward, and then I was just like, shit, no, need to run back, because I didn't see the other players running forward, so I was like, yeah, I've run forward far too early. Let me in! Let me in! I want to heal everybody so much. Asian Prime. No. Do you think you'll get annoyed if I keep prodding them? Someone blew your kisser. That was awesome. 0, 3. Right, stay back, stay back, stay back, stay back. Now run forward. Ah, okay, I see. Let's see. I need to be putting the heals on everybody, don't I? Barriers. Is this going to be the same again, where everyone's just going to end up... Well, we're all in the center now, aren't we? So, yeah, good, 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 good. Oh, shit! Nice. Wow. Congrats, you did great. Thank you. That was so much fun. Coffee cheering to the room. A lot of people struggle with this fight. Really? So the thing that confused me was the big balls, funnily enough. But yeah, that was like... Thank you, good sir. Thank you. The double up is a tight one. Yeah, yeah. That was so much fun. We got play accommodation. Yeah. It's often that, you know, people get caught out. Right. Okay. I went into that completely blind. I didn't remember any of that dungeon whatsoever. Such a good fight though. Felt like Sage feels really nice. And there was a couple of points in it where I did get confused with some of the skills I had to use, but like...
That she might
we got there.
regain the blessing of light I had foreseen. But she has grown so strong in it as to deny us our power.
Mm-hmm. Because we're
Let us
badass.
withdraw, La Habrea. That power remains to us, at least. Impossible!
Fuckable, I chose you. That's one less Ascian to deal with, I suppose. Ooh, and then we're going to use the eye to destroy it. Awesome. I love how La Habrea doesn't say a word during all that. Yeah, the ball coming together and dodging cold
So,
and fire AoE.
You harness the eye's power.
Then the spread for
Pity
tethering.
you spent it all. What will you do now, hero?
So, not even the vaunted warrior of light can unmake an Ascian without relying upon mortal contrivances.
Hi, Thordan. That's such a Final Fantasy entrance, like. Oh, dragon arms.
In the distant past, King Thordan and his knights 12 fought and defeated Nidhogg. Though the victory cost them dear, they were rewarded with a great prize, the Dread Worm's Eyes, both of which have since been held in the Holy Sea's safekeeping. The eye you possess was Nidhogg's left, and long has it served as the source of the Azure Dragoon's might. As for its twin...
Yeah, this is the first time we're hearing about what happened to this, isn't it? Coffee. I love that.
It has lain here, joined to the person of Haldreth, the first Azure Dragoon. For though he learned to harness its power, he was ultimately consumed by it. Even in death, his body decays not. A pitiful end for a fabled hero. My Ascian friend, long have you and your kind sown the seeds of chaos by teaching mortals the secrets of summoning. But if you assumed that we would meekly serve as your pawns, then you are gravely mistaken.
You would raise a hand against us?
Really? You know...
By taking unto my flesh the soul of the
There
legendary
it is.
King Thordan, I can become a god.
So, I don't understand why La Hebrea was so surprised there. Like, really? This guy is doing pretty much what he wants. I mean... He thinks he's the pinnacle above all else in terms of power and absoluteness. So, like, why would he secede to anybody else? Especially the Ascians. That's badass armor. That's a big ass sword.
A god who knows not cessation, whose being is sustained by a millennium of fervent prayer, and the eye's nigh bottomless reservoir of ether.
That's what my coffee cup says to me every single morning as I fill it with coffee. In that voice too.
What?
Your contempt for man has proven your undoing, Ascian. For my first act as God King, I do hereby sentence you to die.
That didn't look like a death. Although...
Gods feed upon ether. It matters not what form that ether takes. Ascian souls are no exception. With this power, I shall put an end to 1,000 years of conflict.
Coffee. being that I can attest, I have two mugs, so they have two different voices. My favorite mug, which is one of my daughters, and my daughter's got me for our first Father's Day together. I'll say in a second.
I shall excise them with my divine blade and bring order to the world.
So my favorite coffee mug is a big, thick ceramic coffee mug that says "Level Up" on the front, and it's got like a gaming a controller handle. My two daughters, stepdaughters, on our first Father's Day together, a few years back, ended up getting us this cup as a Father's Day, one of the Father's Day presents, and unfortunately I went to use it one time, and it was freezing cold for the nights, and I didn't realize I had to warm the cup up a little bit, and I poured the hot water of the kettle in, and as it was filling, it just went click, 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 and I watched this crack just shoot up the side slowly, and I was well gutted. Yeah, I was gutted. Still got it now. I'm hoping I can fix it in some way, you know, but
And become that which you abhor, warrior of light. If you would take issue with my godhood, I shall answer you with my blade.
well, yes, we take issue with your godhood. Of course we take issue with your godhood. We just in general take issue with you, Thordan. Have you heard of kintsugi? Yes, where you put the Japanese art of replacing or repairing broken ceramics with the gold in there. Yeah, I'm gonna look into that because I would love to get that done to the singularity reactor. Oh wow. Okay, so we can just go straight into that again. This act of purposely breaking a mug to have it fixed with a golden glue. Yeah, I've wanted to do that with the mug I'm using now since it's almost decomposing. You must have had it for a while, have you? Let's go. Oh no, we're gonna have to wait 6 years now for this, aren't we? Oh, cool. I didn't realize that was there. Wow. We are waiting. Yes, we are. So I got completely caught up on Doctor Who. Coffee says it's a Pokemon mug that says coffee first, then gym. I love that. That's so cool. That's funny with me making that Pokemon reference before as well. Ooh, nice, we didn't have to wait that long. It's been a great stream today for story content, hasn't it? I mean... You're all going to die down here.
Brothers, the time has come to call upon the true power of the Heavansward.
Fight me if you will, warrior of light.
Everyone's saying let me at him.
All who stand against me will be destroyed, be they servants of the darkness or the light. By my blessing shall all men be sanctified, and an endless era of peace begin. Vice and conflict shall cease to be. You reject my divinity, yet what have you to offer my people in its stead? Bitter truth? Virtuous suffering? No matter. If you believe your cause just, I call upon you to defend it with your life.
I don't remember this fight either. I remember doing it, but I don't remember how it went. Oh, this is a full party. Okay. Actually, I have literally no idea what is going on right now. I'm just gonna stand by your coffee.
My blade shall rend you.
I timed that perfectly there. Lovely. Owie, owie. Owie. Oh, wrong button. Shit. There we go. Oh wow, look at that. Stop it! Where's my mouse? There you go. I'm kind of in love with this class. Like, how... That feels so good. You went all that way, you son.
How can this be? A millennium of prayer and the Eye's power combined, and still you stand.
I don't know if you guys could hear the music there in the background.
Who? What are you?
Yes, Horshafen avenged, for sure. Goodbye, Thorin. I love the Heavansward music. Nice. Oh wow, someone leveled 90 to 97 during that fight. Cool. Got another commendation.
It is over then. I had hoped that mine would be the hand to end it. But knowing you, there was little chance of that.
Yup. We straight up had to avenge our friend. I mean, come on.
It would seem the Eye has served you well.
The size of that sword. That's insane.
Its twin. At long last. All that remains is to take them beyond the reach of man and dragon both. With this task accomplished, my toil shall finally be at an end.
Gonna say, surely having both of them would have some kind of effect on him. Thou hadst done well to resist mine influence, bathed in my power and blood as thou wert. Alas, in thine anticipation of comfort, thou hast lowered thy guard. Wow, what a line. The keening of my fallen kindred, their smouldering desire for vengeance. Oh, poor Estinian. Mine eyes have partaken of 1,000 years of pain, a pain which I shall bestow upon thee. Drink deep of my rage, mortal, and become me. Wow. I was gonna say, having both eyes had to have had an effect on him. Estinian? What are you doing? Sir. Madam, you're covering me in cat hairs from up high.
Nidhogg. What hath thy fury made of thee?
The Dragon Song War just got a second part. Got part 2.
Let us away, servant of Hydaelyn.
That music change. Off to save him we go. These cutscenes are so good. LL, you just talked to Estinian the same way you talk to your cat. Estinian, what are you doing? So I got distracted by it because she's sitting up, as you can see. Oh no, you can't see, can you? Okay.
Chief, over there.
There we go. Sorry, guys. So yeah, she's been sitting up there asleep, and she's currently cleaning herself, as you can see. But there was just like a cloud of cat hairs rain down across, like, on the draft across the screen in front of me, and that. So I was just like, damn it. Hi. What are you doing, huh? You need another
have to cut it so
brushing.
Close.
Yes, you do. You need another brushing. You can't eat the microphone arm. Are you gonna jump? You can jump. Please don't jump into anything. Hey, good girl. This place looks so badass, man.
It would seem she has done it again.
As we often
Was
do.
there ever any doubt? Let us return to Ishgard. Our friends will be eager to learn the battle's outcome and welcome back their champion.
I am so glad we took that helmet piece off, though, for as much as I love the outfit. You're still
Where
there.
is Estinian?
Kitty hairs everywhere, girl. You're shedding bad. I'm gonna attack her with the brush after this, or the comb even, and see how we do. I will likely get absolutely covered, but it's worth it. Been about 2 weeks now, a week and a half, 2 weeks. So yeah, she needs it.
I dare say you are the first soul in Ishgardian history to arrive in our city upon Dragonback.
Awesome.
This scene shall be remembered for 1,000 years to come.
As we had feared, the Archbishop summoned the soul of King Thordan into himself, and thence became a primal.
But he and his knights are no more, thanks to the Warrior of Light.
Now pay us all your gold.
Your struggles
Sorry,
are
that wasn't
not
meant to
yet
slip out.
over, mortals.
We need money for pizzas. Sorry, that wasn't either.
Whom do I have the pleasure?
I love how he's just so matter of fact about asking now.
I have
Midgard
journeyed
Stormer.
with Hydaelyn's champion and observed her deeds in the conflict between man and dragon. Tell me, children of Thordan, do you desire peace?
My people have committed unspeakable atrocities against dragonkind, even against our own. Would that we could undo these wrongs, but we cannot.
That is such a huge sign of respect for
Be
them.
that as it may, The future yet presents a chance to
From
begin
them.
anew. Our nation has broken free of the shackles of a false faith, and Nidhogg shall lead his kindred against us no more. I doubt not that it will require much effort and perseverance. But 'tis my belief that in time, Ishgard will again become a place where man and dragon may abide together in harmony.
Hi. Sorry guys, just getting, she's getting the strokes.
I shall remember thy words.
Yes, madam. Right here. She's getting all the strokes. With your pudgy belly. Yes, you are. Yes. What are you doing? What are you up to? You scratch your eye again. You did, didn't you? You scratch your eye again. There you go. Go on then. She's like, now I'm all full of fluff. Now you're all full of fluff. You made me press buttons on the keyboard. Now I'm gonna go and bite all the wires.
Yet be warned, Nidhogg's soul liveth on. His unbridled rage hath claimed for its vessel the one thou callest the Azure Dragoon.
Estinian.
After this cutscene,
Not but that Nidhogg will call out to his brood ere long, nor that they shall answer him.
after this cutscene, I will need to get up for a few minutes to make myself both a cup of coffee and to sort the cat's food.
Steel yourselves, for the true test is yet to come.
So it'll be a
may. We will never cease to believe.
So it'll be a perfect opportunity for you guys to do the same.
Upon the souls of they who have sacrificed themselves to pave the way for peace, we will never abandon our cause.
1,000-year war cannot be ended in a day. It may take generations. What thou dost begin, thy children must continue.
Mm-hmm.
Entrust unto them thy hopes and dreams, that peace may reign again, and forevermore.
Love that music. All the grand companies are there. Ishgard finally becoming a part of the alliance.
Let all here present attest that Sir Emmerich, acting on behalf of the Archbishop, has appended his signature. I do hereby declare that from this day forth, the Holy See of Ishgard shall once more be counted a member of the Eorzean Alliance. Let our nations move forward as one and stand united against the Garlean Empire.
Excuse me. Sorry, girl. I'm getting the dirtiest of looks off her. She's stopped mid-cleaning. She's just staring at me as if to say, what was that noise you just made?
For the future of Eorzea.
For the future of Eorzea!
I love how the weapons are all different. And then you've got Roban, who's just got like an axe sword, like a whole Blades of Chaos kind of sword. Blue Blade solos. Okay, that's such a shot as well. Oh, I hope I got that in time.
There you are. A noble monument to a noble soul.
And there it is. I
From
love that.
here, Lord Orshafon can watch over all of Ishgard.
Oh.
It has been a long and arduous journey, and we have lost much and more along the way. Yet come what may, we must stay true to our purpose and press on.
That's right, you two. It's high time we got back to rebuilding the Scions. Which means we're going to need money! And lots of it!
Wow. Pater. Damn it. Faded too quickly. I hope I got it on the other screen. Is this going to be cutscenes proper? Credits proper? I think it is.
So ends a glorious chapter in their tale. However, tumultuous days yet lie ahead for Ishgard. After 1,000 years under the yoke of the Church, the people take their first tentative steps into the unknown. And though they spy a glimmer of peace upon the horizon, Nidhogg's vengeful shadow yet remains to darken the way.
You can't eat the buildings, girl.
Be that as it may.
Yeah, that's better.
So long as the young commander of the Temple Knights and his heroic companions are there to guide them, the people may hold fast to hope. The hope that one day true peace will return to Ishgard, and that man and dragon may live in harmony once more.
Hey.
Let the deeds writ herein never be forgot, that they may inspire generations yet unborn to strive ever heavensward.
No, don't you try and eat that. You can't eat the monitor. You stop trying to eat the monitor, please. No. No, you can't eat that. You can eat my hand, yes, but you can't eat the monitor. Madam, really, really. There we go. Remind me again how far into Final Fantasy 14 story do you know? So I've played through ARR, Heavansward, and Stormblood. I've seen up to the end of Endwalker on other people's streams. I don't remember a lot of stuff from a lot of anything after this point though. Like Stormblood, I don't remember any of Stormblood. Yeah, it's a lot. So we're in for a really big journey. Like, I know some of the main story points for Endwalker, but I don't remember the majority of the stuff for it. I think this cat's getting really hungry, right? I will let this run, and I will be right back in a couple of minutes, okay, guys? not be long. Take this chance to get up and have a bit of a stretch and make a coffee or something. Oh, all your hairs are sticking everywhere, girl. Enjoy the amazing song. Thank you, coffee. I do see that.
Swelling over long seas of blood are a song, and death an afterthought to those who fight for none. Lying children of the land and service, why must you turn to empty bliss? Tell me why break trust, why turn the past to dust, seeking solace in the abyss? Tell me why create a circle none can break,
Chat, don't forget to hydrate, says Coffee. I did see the hydrate. I didn't see the message for it. You reckon I'll be surprised at many points? Yes, very much so. Absolutely. Then if he says, have fun getting clubbed by your cat. She's not too bad. I did put some food out for her. She's munched a good bit, so... Wait, what did that say? Oh, that's cool. But she's fed. I have my coffee, so I'm watered. Bloody hairs everywhere. You need such a brushing. Oh, she's using a litter tray. I best not look. She's not be my friend. So that is a brilliant ending to that amazing expansion. I was gonna say I don't look see-through or anything with this on, do I? I look absolutely fine. Good. It's amazing. Always amazes me how many names and how many people it actually takes to make something like this, all working together. And then it's amazing to think that you can have games of this quality done by a single person as well. It takes obviously much more work and a lot longer to do, but like it has been done, you know. Oh, can't drink that coffee yet, Kyle. It's red hot. You will burn your lips. Hi. You saying thank you? Just 1 second. Need to sort something real quick, and I'll be right back. Oh, Jesus. Horsefont's grave. Wow. So, what's your guys' opinions on everything we just found out during all of that? Like, you guys like it, or do you have issues with some of it, or what? There is a way I can. I heard a noise. The cat's doing stuff. I love the artwork in the background as well. Hi. You're saying thank you? Hmm? Or are you gonna be a nuisance? You're a nuisance mode, are you? No, you can't jump into my cup of coffee, no. Like, what are you doing? You just being awesome. I love when she sits like this. No, that's my coffee. You know you're not allowed near my coffee. Yeah, you don't like the smell, don't go near it. No. You can't have my coffee, girl. No. She's adamantly trying to get to a cup of coffee. I don't think your lovely little heart will be able to take even sniffing it. No. I ain't kidding, guys, alright? The amount of fluff coming off of her today is unreal. Every time I stroke her, my gloves get covered. You'd think it'd been months since she was last brushed, but and she's off into a box. Lost even on my glasses. How'd that happen? Now we've got the. Now we have some content in between Heavansward and Stormblood, don't we? And then we end up in Stormblood. Yes. I know we are a little bit away from Stormblood though, for sure. Only just now realised I can press numpad 2 and it will make it go faster. Even though I've seen the controls before. Oi. It's getting dark here, like cloud dark, and I think we're due rain, we're forecast more rain. But I think we are due for a lot of like heavy rain. Welcome into the channel, everybody. Anybody that's just joining us. In fact, you are joining us as I sit up properly, as we are just finishing. We just finished the Heavansward expansion, and we got hit with so much lore at that end, leading up to the final fights and stuff. It's insane. We are just scrolling through the credits. We're gonna let these finish running. I think we're almost through them. But that Heavansward was such a good expansion. Now we're into content that I don't remember much of anything for. I remember I was sent to Coffee before in Cliffy and that. I remember a few things here and there about certain big parts, but not much of the rest of the stuff. But anyway, hi. My name's Kyle. I am a variety streamer. I do stream other things other than Final Fantasy, but we are stuck in the Final Fantasy 14 hole big time. So we are just going through this and enjoying every second of it. I hope you're having an amazing day. I hope you're all having a wonderful end to your week. And if you drink coffee or not, I hope you're enjoying your beverage of choice. I am just currently getting covered in the kitten hairs from the cat, and she was jumping around saying thank you. Bless her. Mr. Headshot, I love that. Ooh.
So La Habrea and Igaeorm have fallen. Bested by mortals in their attempt to initiate the Eighth rejoining. That they should be so complacent.
Rejoining? You say?
And now it falls to me to deal with the consequences. Without intervention, the balance between light and darkness will begin to shift, placing our mission in jeopardy. Hydaelyn's champion has grown too strong. Her might encroaches upon the realm of gods. Equilibrium must needs be restored. The time has come for you and yours to join the fray. Warrior of Darkness.
Awesome. Oh. That's so good. Such a tease. Idleshire. Well, the Dravanian lands, isn't it?
Remind me, why is there no rest for the righteous?
Because they care, Master Garland.
Hi, Alexander. Copy. A to the L to the E, X, and the. Sir. I've never done any of that content, I don't think.
Of all the things they could have picked to play with, that's not a toy, you bloody fools, it's a primal!
That's one of my mining points down there, sir. Completely obliterated by you. Spires of deception crumble to dust to lay bare truths long concealed. Beyond simmering shadow lieth shimmering light. Cool. We're back in Ishgard now. So good. After long years of estrangement, Ishgard rejoins her sister nations in the alliance. Words cannot express my joy. None of this would have been possible without you, my friend. Change is coming to Eorzea, though it will inevitably bring with it a measure of upheaval. With hard work, peace, and prosperity is sure to follow. And yet, even as we look forward to the coming of a new age, we must needs be wary of old threats. The lords of Garlemald have not relinquished their claim upon Eorzea, and we shall be forced to contend with them again ere long. And then there is the matter of our comrade Estinian, claimed body and soul by Needhog. If there is a way to rescue him, we must find it. Suffice it to say, the path ahead holds no shortage of challenges, but together we shall overcome them. Gotta love Alfie. I hit my chat thingy. How do I get that back open? There's got to be a keybind for that, isn't there? Actually, if I just... There we go. It was enter. Interesting. Randomly giving us food as rewards now. Fortuitous timings as always. The Tatter was about to brief me on the search for our missing comrades. If you would be so kind then. Absolutely. You'll be pleased to hear that Real and his men have been making excellent progress. You remember how, I'm not even going to try and say that name, helped me to escape the Crystal Braves in Limsalomenza, only to then disappear? Well, according to Real, she crept aboard a ship bound to Rads at Han. I think that's the way you say it. Where she's been hiding ever since. He assures me that it won't be long before we are reunited. As for Ida and Papalimo, the remains of the link pearls have been found, and in Pearl Lane of all places, Real thinks they must have disappeared, must have disposed of them after escaping from the Royal Promenade. Yes, that would make sense. They could not risk being eavesdropped upon by our betrayers. We were all but certain they fled the city shortly after, though we still don't have a clue where they went. I see. And what of Thancred and Menphilia? I'm afraid I have nothing new to share about those two. What is not all doom and gloom, the good news is we've enlisted the services of a Charlene scholar, one of the students of Bardessian, to aid in search, who should be arriving any day now. One of the students, you say. I should very much like to meet the scholar, if time permits. But first, we must attend to a more pressing matter. Sir Emmerich has summoned the two of us for a private audience. The messenger did not specify what he wished to discuss, only that it was urgent. Assuming you have no objections, I suggest we proceed to the congregation forthwith. And mayhap we can meet with the scholar afterwards. Agreed. Go. So much talking. In that case, I think I'll return to the Forgotten Night for now. Things are liable to fall apart if I'm gone too long, you know. I can understand why Ko has created with his group a really cool app that lets him highlight an area where like text boxes appear, and then basically he reads it. It's an AI thing that reads it in his voice for him. So it saves his voice, you know. He doesn't really use it much because I think it's still very much so under construction, but I am very pleased and very happy so far with how the Sage worked in during all of that. Speak with Emmerich at the congregation of the Knights Most Holy. Hi, Coffee! Thank you for waiting, good sir. Thank you for the patience. I'm gonna put my helmet back on. Yes. More comfortable. And now I'm going the wrong direction. No. Let's jump down over here and get lost, shall we? I don't even think that was the way we had to go, but you know what? We're sticking with it. Ah. Yeah, there we go. So we made brilliant progress on the story today. Like, we're gonna have to start going through and just doing all of the I think in downtime, off stream, I'm gonna, instead of just doing the crafting stuff, so I do need a tiny break from the crafting stuff because there's so much of it. I think I'm gonna start at Gridania or Limsat and just start working our way through the quests, the side quests, and doing them all. There's no point to doing them really just now because we don't have the FC on this server.
Thank you for coming. I wish to speak with you both in a place where privacy was assured.
There is bragging rights, and I want to do it as well. So there's that.
What was it that you wished to discuss?
With my father's passing, the seat of the Archbishop lies vacant. And so, in accordance with canon law, I have assumed his responsibilities.
Canon law?
I should stress that this is a temporary measure. It was never intended that the Lord Commander of the Temple Knights serve in this capacity indefinitely. Quite the opposite. The statutes specify that I should surrender my powers as soon as a conclave of the senior clergy and the high houses have named a new archbishop. But in light of recent events, that would not seem appropriate.
I confess I did not expect you to divulge quite so much quite so soon. The details of the Archbishop's plans, perhaps, but the true origin of the war and all it entails?
I too had concerns. But when the Warrior of Light is witnessed returning to the capital upon the back of a dragon, one's options are rather limited. Mayhap I could have concealed certain details, but for how long? And at what risk? Should the truth have come to light in the meantime, how would the people have viewed my silence? After 1,000 years of lies and secrecy, I could not well abuse their trust and hope to be believed. The time for deception has passed. I only wish the people agreed. That some would deny the truth I had anticipated, but not this many. And among the few who acknowledged that my father had to be stopped, no small number question our methods.
There we go.
If they suspect a coup, it will not be long before some turn to violence.
It has already begun, and that on both sides. Men and women of the cloth are being harassed in the streets.
That's a mini-human.
You
can't eat the mini-humans.
Hilda and her people have formed a watch to help us maintain order. But such measures will not prevent the unrest from spreading.
She's so curious now about the
people remain frightened and
about
confused.
people.
For their sake, we must bring the Dragonsong War to a definitive end.
And we should be glad to help you, Sir Emmerich. But what precisely would you have us do?
We wish to treat with the dragons of Annex Trine. To that end, I would trouble you for an escort and an introduction.
Annex Trine? You would speak with Vidofnir then?
We must needs open a dialogue between our peoples. Acting as my representative, Lucia will extend an invitation to their leader, that she might visit us here in Ishgard. Were she still with us, I would of course have beseeched Isel's assistance in this matter. But as she is not, I must ask that you aid us in her stead. Will you do us this favor? Thank you, my friends. Lucia, I leave the rest to you.
In the wake of the Archbishop's fall, the nation of Ishgard trembled, the faith of her people shaken to its very core. For 1,000 years had they fought and died, certain of the justice of their cause, only to be told that their holy war was born of the sins of their forefathers.
Yep.
What then for those brave men and women, thus stripped of their righteousness but to despair, to deny the truth and decry its speakers? And what then for those whom they defamed but to hope on, to have faith in a brighter tomorrow? A tomorrow in which man and dragon might live together in harmony, then as distant as the very stars in the heavens. Yet while we dared to hope, deep within his lair the enemy lay, gathering his strength. Nidhogg, now possessed of his 2 eyes and the body of the Azure Dragoon, prizes to which he had laid claim at the very hour of the hero's triumph.
Such a badass design.
As desperately as we sought the solace of peace, the great worm craved the misery of war. Nor was he alone in his misbegotten desire.
As funny, as powerful as Nidhogg is, even the primal Bahamut would wipe the floor with him. I know little of the lands of these dragons. I know little of the lands these dragons call home. This Annex Trine, had you not agreed to escort me, the coming journey would seem a far more daunting prospect. I confess, I myself once shuddered at the thought of it. Yet even the longest journey begins with the first step, does it not? Very true. But ere we set forth, and I must needs inform our comrade of our plans. Blah, 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 blah. Very well, I shall see to my preparations. Literally next door to go and speak with Tataru. I love it. So, what was your secret meeting all about? I'm all ears. I love how she just knows, knows that we're gonna tell her anyway. A diplomatic mission to annex Shrine, you say? Well, I suppose that does take precedence. There's a crazy coffee in the background, everyone. Take cover. Oh, that cup of that mug of caffeine didn't last very long. So, I can just see the sprinkles off the side. Sprinkle? They are forever now known as sprinkles. I can't speak. What is going on? Brain cell overloaded. But should your meeting with Vidofnia happen to end early, you might consider rendezvousing with Ishtola in Idleshire. She'll be there to receive our guest. Don't get me wrong, your meeting with the dragons is terribly important and everything, but this scholar just happens to be ... I have beaten the whole tavern. This is now our new FC house. Time permitting, as I said, we shall endeavour to join Ishtola, but if we cannot, pray pass on our regards. Let us be off. We have kept the first commander waiting long enough. So, guys, I was thinking, I was chatting with Lou. I nearly said her name again. I was chatting with Lou last stream about something I'm gonna possibly start doing every month. I'm gonna, just to try and grow the channel out a little bit, I'm thinking of doing like a big gift sub drop once a month. Maybe like 25 subs or 50 subs. I'm thinking starting at 25 subs every month and just trying to bring new people in. What do you guys think? Do you think that would be a smart idea? Or so long as you can yeah, so I would be able to manage 25, maybe 30. Like, that wouldn't be out of the realm of possibility, you know? It just means that instead of putting that money towards takeout food every other night, I would be putting it into the investing in the future of the stream. Speaking of foods, ooh, hot chocolates. Don't even know what that does for us, but hot chocolate is hot chocolate, isn't it? And I will receive some back as well through obviously the payout and stuff later on, but that's a giant Moogle. Wait, is your channel, and when you gift subs, you have to pay? Yeah, so I still have to pay the same amount as you guys do if I gift subs. But the difference is I get back a percentage of it because obviously it's through the channel. So essentially what I'm doing is I'm instead of paying the full price, I'm giving Twitch the percentage that they would take from the sub. And I gain back the percentage that I would. So say if it was 50-50, I basically give Twitch 50% and then I get back 50%, but it's not. It's I forget what the actual split currently is for me. We can stop rest at replenish our supplies. Questions? If not, then the stables wait. So I wouldn't be getting, like, obviously wouldn't be getting the full amount back, but at the same time, I will be getting people joining the community, hopefully, and then hopefully in time it will pay off. And it's not like I wouldn't be getting, like, the bit back anyway. Oh, okay, where am I going? That's it. Tail feather. So it's just an idea I've got though, because I'm trying to think of different ways to grow the community. I want to do a charity stream. The thing is, we kind of need more peoples because it's not just fair to, like, you know, randomly do a charity stream and have everybody just rely on you guys alone. It wouldn't be fair to you, you know. For sure. So charity stream will be coming down the line. But I'm wanting to grow the channel as much as possible as well. And I was thinking, a good way to do that would be to try and bring more subs in, more people. Even if we say if we did 25 subs, and even if like 2 or 3 people come and stay from that every time, then we're winning, you know. There is a way for me to find out what the split is that I currently have on the channel with Twitch, and I can't remember. It's going to be one of the it'll be in one of the menus somewhere. I always imagined that the first time I set foot upon Dravanian soil would be at the head of an army, and here I am, ready to treat with the brothers and sisters of mine enemies. Wow. Full well do I know how difficult it can be to set aside the past. Absolutely. Though it was I who first proposed recruiting Isail to our cause, I questioned the wisdom of my words almost as soon as I had uttered them. And for a long time after that. Wow, so she had an idea, but she wasn't too sure. Here was a woman with the blood of innocence on her hands, men, women, children, all slain in the name of the implacable Lady Iceheart. Yet she acknowledged her misdeeds and agreed to join us in common cause. At our side, she fought in service to that greater good, even unto her dying breath. And while that does not absolve her of her sins, I hope that one day she will be remembered not merely as a heretic, but as a misguided soul. Wow. Who dreamt of peace. I love how they left that last couple of words there. You ask much, Master Arthur, yet who can say what might come to pass, should our negotiations bear fruit? Yes, yes, of course. We must press on to Annex Shrine if you will follow me. We don't have to go all the way over there, do we? We can, well... Yeah, the quest is there, so we can just literally port there. So... we need to go up. Where's the door? There it is. So it's just an idea with the gift something. Initially, I did want to do like, that's the wrong way count. I did want to do like 50 gift subs. 50 gift subs is £200. Yes. So I was like, that might be a little bit of a stretch for now. So half of that would be 25. That would be £100. I could manage that, no bother. And as I was saying with Lure, and I mentioned earlier, it's not a wasted expense by any means, because it's me investing in my future and in the future of the channel and our community, you know. And it would open up a chance for us to have more emotes and like that kind of stuff as well. A little dragon out the doorway there. Coffee, you're getting hugs. I love that, sir. Oh, that's right. I was in the middle of doing some stuff on here, wasn't I? Select. Don't move from that spot, Coffee. I mute Discord. There we go. Right. Scroll up. Why is the music just suddenly stopped? I feel most warm for Daphnia. They're like my parent. That's a brilliant spot to sit in, by the way. You snuggled in there nicely. Look at that, that's cool. Thou art ever welcome here, friend of the sail. Oh. But this one I do not know. Excuse me, sorry chat. Pray forgive us this unannounced visit for Daphnia. May I present you Lucia, first commander of the Temple Knights of Ishgard, and our trusted friend. It is an honor to meet you, Vidofnia. I am come as an envoy of Sir Emeric, Lord Commander of the Temple Knights and acting leader of the Holy See. Indeed. You may speak, knight. For 1,000 years, man and dragon have been locked in an endless cycle of bloodshed and sorrow. To our shame, we long believed your kin to be the architects of this war. But now we know the truth. That King Thordan and his Knights 12 did willfully betray and murder the great worm Ratatoska, shattering the peace between our peoples. For over 1,000 years, our leaders conspired to conceal this truth, a truth which was at last laid bare by the Warrior of Light, the Azure Dragoon, and Isael. Alas, a deception so intricately wrought cannot be undone in a moment, and our people labor to accept the truth. After an eternity of war, who would dare to dream that the peace could at last be within our grasp? Yet dream we must, as Isael once did, and we must make that dream a reality, as she could not. We humbly beseech you, Vidofnia, join hands with us in friendship once more, before the eyes of my people in Ishgard. A most unexpected invitation. I have heard your request, knight. However, I cannot yet give you mine answer. May I ask why? This matter concerneth my sire. He must needs be consulted. Moreover, the Nath grow bold, even as they did before, and I would not leave my people at the mercy of the swarm. Then we will wait. After 1,000 years at war, we shall not give up on the peace for want of patience. Damn right. Ha, fear not, knight. You shalt have mine answer within thy lifetime. So soon. My humble thanks. I shall bear your words to my lord forthwith until we meet again. I love that. Just acceptance there. So soon. Like that little line there, that those two little words show that, like, you know, she's understanding and she takes into account like things from the Vidofnia's side. Love that. Coffee is saying they are my parent. Coffee, have you imprinted on Vidofnia? I think he has, guys. Yes. Can't take him anywhere. Given the circumstances, I would say that went rather well. To be frank, I am surprised that our proposal was not rejected outright. Whether aught will come of it remains to be seen, however. Mayhap I should take this opportunity to speak with some of the other dragons. But you need not wait for me. The return journey holds no fears for me now. Well, if you have no further need of our services, we shall continue on to Charlene. We hope to welcome a scholar who has agreed to aid us in the search for our missing comrades. Then I pray your journey is as swift and uneventful as ours was, and thank you again for sparing the time to assist us, even when such grave matters remain unresolved. I can think of no graver matter than a 1,000-year war. Yeah. One which our friends gave their lives to see ended. Suffice it to say, I would willingly make 1,000 such journeys to ensure that the sacrifice was not in vain. Damn, Alfie. Of that I have no doubt, Master Alphanode. I only hope the fates will not hold you to your word. And then we've got coffee over in chat. It's cold in Dravania. Let me stay warm for a few more minutes. That's funny. Another time, another place. I love those pipes in the background. So it would seem we have time to greet this scholar after all. How delightful. I shall be interested to hear how she means to go about finding Minfilia and Thancred. I can only assume she is privy to some new investigative technique. In any event, our first order of business is to rendezvous with Ishtola and Idleshire. And away he fizzles. Yes, we still have that quest over there to do. This one. Down, 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 down. Down, down, down. There we go. Do 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 do. So much for doing fishing, guys. I said I was going to do fishing, and we've just been here, like... We've got another quest over there as well. What are you for? Ah, that must be the start of the Alexander quests. We'll have a look at those next stream. Tomorrow, yes. Oh, we can actually go do our mining quest tonight as well. Cool. Ishtola. It's good to see you. I confess, I had assumed your business in Annex Crown would detain you longer. Did your meeting with Fidofnia go well? As well as can be expected, she must discuss Sir Emeric's proposal with Pressvalga, of course, but she seemed amenable to the suggestion. What of our Charlian guest? Has she arrived yet? Says Alfie. She has, but when I explained that you would be joining us, she asked if she might use the intervening time to explore. I agreed to meet her outside on Front Bridge. We should be on our way. Can't believe it hasn't rained outside. Like, it's, you know, when it gets properly dark, because the cloud cover is so heavy and thick. It's done that and for the last like hour or so, and it's building up, but it just hasn't rained. Yeah, tomorrow I think what we'll do tomorrow. Wrong button. I accidentally pressed the fishing guide button because I'm so used to doing that now. I think we'll start at the top here and we'll just work our way down the quest list and clear some of these off. Yeah. Or I'll do that tonight, and then tomorrow we can have a look at jumping into some of the Alexander stuff. We could be doing that. So the last couple of things, like streams we've done, we've pushed the main story because I knew we were pretty close to the end of Heavansward. Cat's gonna wonder.
I'm terribly, terribly sorry to have kept you all waiting.
You need not apologize. We arrived but a moment ago ourselves. Pray, allow me to introduce Kral, who has recently come from the Charlian motherland. She has generously offered to assist us.
Oh, please, think nothing of it. A trip to Eorzea was long overdue. You must be the Warrior of Light. Yes, you certainly do look the part. A pleasure to meet you at last, miss.
She says as we are dressed in full Tomari God. Battle God.
And who is that I spy but young Alphonse Levieux himself? I dare say someone's grown an ilm or two in my absence. Or are those lifts in your boots?
I love Kyle.
We, Miss Cryle and I met at the studium years ago. I shall forever be indebted to her for her sage guidance.
Ah, so she's a sage.
It was no small task keeping him out of trouble,
Or-
believe you me.
Or is she?
The youngest ever to enter the studium, him and his sister, 11-year-old prodigies. Suffice it to say, social graces were not among his list of talents. Striding up to his seniors on his first day, head held high. What was it he said again?
I love that smile.
Thank you, Cryle.
Yeah, she's awesome, isn't she? I do remember
I
her.
haven't finished yet. Would you care to attempt a more dexterous deflection?
She's teasing him so bad right now.
Mayhap we should save this delightful conversation for a more fitting occasion, when pressing matters do not demand our undivided attention.
A bit much, but better. I can tell you have been putting your skills to use here in Eorzea. Henceforth, I trust you will dazzle me with your eloquence at the first time of asking.
She just totally
Right,
scolded
on
him.
to more pressing matters. Finding Minfilia and the other missing scions.
I gather you have new information to share with us.
A new approach, actually. Tataru recounted the tale of your escape, and it gave me an idea. Simply put, assuming Thancred left some manner of trail when you whisked him away, as is almost always the case with teleportation magics, I am confident I can find and follow it.
Then what are you waiting for?
The wherewithal to do it. The fact is, my abilities aren't quite up to the task. Not in themselves, anyway. If I had Master Matoya's crystal eye, on the other hand...
Her VA is on point as well.
Then let us all call on her forthwith. I think it best that you explain your plan to her in person.
She's my hero, says Cliffy. The only Lala wearing cat ears among the world of Mikote. Is it Mikote or Mikote? Yeah, she is awesome though. Absolutely love Kyle. Mainly because her name sounds similar to mine. Oh, we're going right down the bottom. Mind guide. Do, 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 do. I am the Khaleesi. Before me. Sorry. Oh, bloody. There seems to be no filter between my internal thoughts today and just like what's supposed to come out. Sorry you guys had to witness that. Yeah. Speaking of Game of Thrones, I've been looking for something to rewatch, and I'm thinking I might give Game of Thrones a rewatch. Yes, because it's been a little while. And I need me some dragons. You did say we were headed for a cave, did you not? Because I certainly don't see a cave nearby. Is Master Matoya meeting us on the way or something? It's right over there. I love that. Aha, there it is. I see it. Oh wow, that's the first time they've given us any potions for anything in ages. I have heard many stories of Master Matoya. Some quite flattering, others less so. Rest assured, they are all through this way, and have care where you tread. So, Coffee, I realize I've just kind of like left you in the dust here, my friend. I do apologize. I do apologize. Enter Master Motoya's cave. I hope the volume mixture and everything's been okay for you guys today. That nothing's been too loud or too quiet or any of that.
Oh, is that trouble I smell? Or did you forget to wipe your boots on the way in?
Wow. Really?
Forgive us, Master Matoya. We will be sure to wipe them on the way out. And may I say how glad I am that age has not yet deprived you of your senses.
Ever so quick-witted, aren't we? To the detriment of your manners. Well, out with it then. What do you want?
Pray, allow me to introduce myself, Master Matoya. I am Kryl, of the students of Baldessian. I hope you will excuse our unannounced visit.
Baldessian, you say? Oh, yes. The old coot set up shop on the Isle of Val, didn't he?
Regrettably, our order's headquarters and the isle itself
Lovely
were
colour eyes.
obliterated by a magic of immense power. I have the blessing of light to thank for my own preservation.
Wow.
Kryl, you too possess the Echo.
Well, yes, of course I do. Our order is devoted to uncovering the mysteries of Hydaelyn and interpreting her will, particularly through the study of her gift to us. It was in the course of these studies that I met and subsequently befriended Minfilia. She and I have rather a lot in common.
I had no idea.
You weren't supposed to. Not that I wanted to deceive you, you understand, but precautions had to be taken.
Yes, yes, that's all well and good, but you still haven't told me why you're here.
The students of Baldessian are gone, and there is naught I can do to change that. But the science of the Seventh Dawn can yet be restored, and my dear friend found. You have in your possession an ancient crystal of light, one you call your crystal eye. I believe I can use it to focus my abilities and locate one of the missing scions.
Awesome.
And there I was, thinking you might want to make use of my years of experience. So, wait here.
Long did I ponder the nature of this crystal and its familiar radiance, but never did I suspect it was a crystal of light.
Huh.
On the cusp of an umbral calamity, souls blessed with the power of the Echo invariably appear. To aid these, her chosen warriors, Hydaelyn bequeaths to each a slither of her strength in the form of a crystal of light. But as her strength wanes, so too does the potency of her gifts. This crystal, born of an earlier era, is infused with a power far greater than those of this age.
Okay.
You could travel the length and breadth of the land and not find a crystal even a fraction as pure. Its value is beyond measure, as are the risks inherent in its use.
No two manifestations of the Echo are alike. I, for example, can converse with beings of every shape and size, excepting beasts, contrary to what others would have you believe. Language has nothing to do with it, of course. Rather, I am sensitive to the whispers of the soul. Their intent, their very essence even, the traces of which serve to guide the elementals to Y'shtola. Far-fetched though it may sound, I believe that with your crystal eye, I may be able to pick up where they left off and follow the remaining trail to Thancred. That
Oh,
is,
bye.
if I have your permission.
Well, the poor sod's not going to find himself. So, as long as you don't drop it or take it out of my sight, you may do with it what you will.
Nice.
Thank you, Master Matoya.
Absolutely feeling the music big time as well, for sure.
Then let us begin. From the Black Shroud, the trail continues to the north and west, towards a mountain, the foot of Som Al. It was a near thing, but he was not deposited within the rock. I think.
The hunters of Tailfeather know those lands well. I say we begin our search there.
Cool, cool, cool. Cool, cool. There's no worries, I am multitasking right now, says Coffee. Cool. You, sir, are awesome. Yep. So, Spike used to be really, really timid and really quite worried about, like, the slightest noise of anyone else. Anybody passing outside, anybody talking to me, or anything she didn't recognize, she would be terrified. And she would run off into hiding. Now, I don't know if it's to do with how she feels more comfortable, or just because of her size, that she's gotten so much bigger now than what she was before. She was literally lying across the room in one of her boxes, and she heard a bunch of school kids coming down the street before. And she got up, ran through the whole room, up a cap tree and onto the windowsill, and she watched them all go by, and she was like dipping her nose down to the crack of the window to see if she could get any closer to them. And she's like watching everybody, just the world passing by and stuff on the window now, and she's been there ever since. It is great to see, because it means that she's going to be okay with like anybody coming by or anything like that, you know, or just interacting with people in general. I was a little bit worried for quite a while that she was going to just be too scared to go near anyone else. Were I to find myself in an unfamiliar wilderness, my first instinct would be to seek out signs of civilization. Ordinarily, perhaps, but in his wounded state, he may not have wished to risk contact with strangers of unknown allegiances. Yet even had Thancred chosen to remain in the forest, the hunters would surely have stumbled upon his trail. Tailfeather doesn't strike me as an isolated outpost though. Merchants and traders pass through reasonably regularly, do they not? In which case we'll need to provide a more detailed description when we question the locals. Fear not, Kryl. I have already prepared several sketches of Thancred for that very purpose. Did you draw them, Alfie? This is impressive. You drew him from memory. A skill I acquired some years ago for reasons I no longer remember. I propose we split into two pairs. Ishtola and I will inquire at the outlying encampments while they and Kryl question the residents of Tailfeather afterwards. We shall regroup near Loth Astvarth and share our findings. Assuming there are no objections, let us be about it. What are you doing? You're being all fluffy and soft and cute. It's funny, whenever she like starts wanting to play or she pays attention to something, she doesn't just stare, she does this little head bob and she tilts her head. Super cute. Anyway, we had best get started. Find me when you've finished making your rounds. Okay, I am actually going to end the stream here. Stick around though, because we are going to actually raid somebody today. Yep. So I will just be 1 second. Thank you guys for hanging out with me today. Thank you, Coffee, for doing the ends of Heavansward with me, for hanging out as always, sir. You guys are always awesome, and it's great to have you hang out as well. Yeah, that's right then. I won't be able to hang around for the raid myself, but please stop by and let them know I wish them well, and I hope they're having an amazing stream. I'm going to go off and get some foods and stuff and chill out for the rest of the evening, because my head is starting to hurt a lot more as well. So yes, I'm going to have to disappear. And thanks for having me, like always. And thank you guys for hanging out with us. Yes, and being so amazing. Even though I did get ambushed by the fluffy one quite a bit. Tomorrow's stream will be, should aim for the same time again, 3:30 in the afternoon, UK time. And we will be doing, hopefully, some Alexander quest stuff, if that quest does lead to Alexander things. For now, guys, drop by, wish the person we'll be raiding well, and tell them I say hello. Have an awesome evening, guys, and I shall see yous tomorrow. Bye.